Miami Art Week has just started and we were able to follow an invitation to Sony Studios by Leica Latin America. So I'm here with Marie-Irene Marek, you're the Vice President of North America.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you guys for coming. It's my pleasure.
It's good to be here. And Jan Wölfle, CEO of Hahnemühle, thanks for taking us to Miami.
It's a great pleasure. Thank you for having us.
It's a great place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, so we've got iconic, legendary moments in the making. My Art Registry being launched at the Miami Art Week. Two legacies within itself, Leica being a German company just celebrating 100 years jubilee, and Hahnemühle, fine art paper, being the world leader in fine art paper, also over 440 years. I mean, that is in itself iconic. It's quality in itself. You were saying to have a Leica or to have another brand, it's like you will honor that Leica in comparison to another brand because it's just quality. It's got soul in comparison, right?
It has soul in comparison. When you're holding a Leica camera, there is really nothing else that even comes close to the feel, the weight, the craftsmanship, and everything that you know you're about to see when you put that camera up to your eye. There is just something about it that it leads you, it takes you, and you will never forget your first Leica.
I like a Leica. I always say that. I like a Leica a lot. And there's something that I love, a slogan that you guys or your marketing team came out with. A Leica captures the moment or the image. Hahnemühle makes it into art by printing it. Then it comes to life. Then you have the galleries, which Leica also has, to bring it to the people. And then My Art Registry certifying it and making it counterfeit proof. So it's a whole chain, which is awesome. How do you wish, or what else would you like in the future for Hahnemühle and Leica to collaborate? Let's start off like that. Come on, throw it out there.
First of all, it's a great collaboration we have with the Leica headquarters in Germany. We are headquartered in Germany, and it's really a great pleasure to be here now in Miami with regards to the Americas market. North America, very important, globally speaking. Latin America emerging and really growing significantly. So that's really great that we can bring forward the great collaboration we have in Europe, also in Germany as headquartered both companies into this big growing region. It's really fantastic. And we're just coming in October from the 100-year LOBA Awards, where you guys had a fantastic event in Germany. And we really did really enjoy all of the great show galleries and printed on the Hahnemühle paper. So we have a really good agreement with the Leica that we do with the photographers also, if they would like, and most of them like it.
They do.
To do it on Hahnemühle papers. We have also fantastic collaboration, for example, with Lenny Kravitz. I saw the Lenny Kravitz camera in your Leica
in our museum.
inventory, in the museum. We have also Lenny Kravitz really is an avid Hahnemühle user because all of the paper are vegan, and he really likes vegan.
Yes.
And so we have he really loves our papers, similar to Brian Adams being from Canada and Lenny Kravitz, I think, from the US side of the house. It's really fantastic, and we want to grow, of course, Latin America also in the future.
Well, Latin America is a very important area for growth for us as well at Leica. Part of what you're seeing here at Studio 5020 is an extension of what you witnessed during the LOBA Awards in Wetzlar. The celebration of art, the gallery, our Academy program, which is another part of Leica's blueprint that I believe is unmatched, and other brands just don't focus on the education, the creation of art, and the celebration of arts and culture as a brand is a huge part of the Leica blueprint. And I think that, just as you noted, bringing all of that culture into an area like Latin America that is already so rich in culture and people are just so energetic and vibrant, makes perfect sense. And for both of our brands to collaborate together in the future like this, I can't see a better way for two brands who care so much about quality and longevity. And that's really what it's all about for both of our brands.
Exactly. You might wonder what these albums are supposed to be in front of us. So we are very happy to announce exclusively for you, Leica being the first brand where we are collaborating with those new albums we have just launched and we are about to launch. We make those available for all Leica galleries and stores. And of course also can be acquired through the Hahnemühle channels, but predominantly now this is very unique, and I would like to show it real quick what they entail. So it's very different. So you can really slide in and slide out all of the prints, you have done on your fine art paper, on a photo paper, and you can then exchange it, so and there's a distance between the frame and the image, so that the image doesn't get, you don't need to have the paper inside and between each of the photos. So this is brand new, and you can basically utilize that for a few images, similar to this one, which has a very nice tactile cover, and it is available in all colors, and those can be customized for even a Leica store. So it's a very easy customization possible for every store and every location.
I think the rendering is just stellar. The paper is really beautiful. It's just beautiful. This is such a beautiful book. And I think every photo, which tells a story, but also printed so differently.
Yeah, and what I really like printing is really the big importance for also us. But I liked it from Mrs. Kaufmann when she says on stage always, a photo is always only a photo when it's printed, when it's really in your hands, and when you can put it at places.
Where is it when it's only on the back of your camera?
On the back of camera.
It's nothing until it's here.
Really
That's right. I agree.
And printed. Maybe we can speak a little bit about My Art Registry. So this is also something very unique. We can allow every, for example, photographer. That's why we're here also to register their electronic files into a distributor print platform. You can administer that also through the Leica galleries and the Leica stores, and then you can basically enable them to do local printing. You can enable them to do local printing when they go onto the platform. That's brand new, what we're introducing here. So it's a very
the My Art Registry. Do you have a little flyer in here?
We have a little flyer as well.
Let me have a little. Yeah. Look.
And we are.
What about the content authenticity? Did I hear you mention content authenticity?
Content authenticity is critical.
That.
We have certificate authenticity. Generally speaking, with My Art 1.0, we have about 17,000 pieces of artwork. On the 1.0, which exists since 10 years, we have about 6,000, actually close to 7,000 artists now in My Art 1.0, and this is now the brand. It's actually the release, and we are switching it on. Worked many years on it on the 2.0. The 2.0 will also bring the authenticity and validity of certification to the next level. It will connect, if you sell the digital blueprint, it will connect the digital blueprint in the blockchain. It's traceable uniquely towards the real owner of the copyrights.
I think that's so important. I think that's another thing that ties our brands together. I think, as you know, in many of our cameras, right in the hardware is the content authenticity credentials. So it's blueprinted with your data, your credentials. No one can claim that that photo is theirs when it's really yours. So that's another piece of technology that Leica really stands behind.
Another match
yes,
as well.
Exactly,
right there.
Exactly. It's protection of the photographer, of the artist themselves.
Yeah.
So much goes out there and becomes counterfeited, and we just can't have that happening. And so I think that's where, these brands that have stood for art for so long, right, protect the artists that use their products.
That's a good point. Actually, there's a double whammy in terms of really the copyright and security, because you have it embedded in the digital file through the sensor technology you guys use, and then we get it the electronic file with that security actually into the blockchain, uniquely traceable. It's really very nice.
And I think what makes Leica stand out in that regard is that it is in our hardware. So it's not firmware or something that's upgraded or anything like that. It's built right into the technology. It's a separate sensor specifically for content authenticity.
So that's yet another match. We've got two companies that have been around forever. So you got the history, the culture, the authenticity, but also the forward thinking, right? So heartbeat of the future, creating also with the schooling. You named it the
CAI, the Content Authenticity Credentials.
And also
the Academy.
In the Academy for the future. So also, if you think about it, completely analog companies transforming and thinking into the future and actually moving into the future. And then also, how about Leica being a certified studio? Is that maybe something that could be? I'm just leaning myself far out, but hey, I'm just the host, the presenter. I'm out of, I will ask these uncomfortable questions.
If Leica at some point dares to establish a print opportunity at the galleries, which they don't, I think, at this point, of course.
As of now, maybe this could.
Maybe who knows what
change.
will happen in the future. I mean,
When our stakeholders see this video, I'm sure it will come
sure,
next.
it's a good idea, and maybe it will basically giving birth to a new segment for both companies.
So hey, that would be wishes and goals for 2026. Always thinking ahead, because the basics are super high quality. The culture, the history, both being German and wanting to stay top notch and develop into the future, bring the future, the young kids into best quality art and making it possible. So that is forward thinking, right?
Absolutely, that's forward thinking. And I would say the younger demographic also is looking at Leica cameras. I think that we've talked about the price point, and I'm sure you're premium price products, but for a reason. And so they're always thinking about ways that they can get into a Leica, and we have loaner programs and things where we can help young photographers. Use camera programs as well. And because we want to have younger photographers in our network as well, because they're also capturing art. And so it's getting them into the quality aesthetic early.
Yeah, and how about talking about revamping or reusing? Digital is such a big thing and exponentially, also developing. But is analog still coming back?
It really is. I think it never went away.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, I think that people have been, this affinity towards film.
Beautiful, yeah.
And
with your background, right? As well.
Absolutely, yes. Coming from Kodak, when I left Kodak, same for you as well. So we share that. And when I left Kodak in 2012, there was a resurgence at that time of young photographers just looking into film and really being attracted to the grain and what film delivers more so than your standard digital camera and the character. Yeah, you can't really, we try, but there's something very special about film photography, and so many are going back to film and using Leica cameras to shoot film. And the Leica just came out with monopan film this year. Yeah, so we just had a new release this year of our 35 millimeter film.
Wow.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's also maybe a good comparison. I mean, Leica is also very set up like Hahnemühle for really short run products. Like they can really do a very limited edition type set of product, which is also for us very, very important. We are one of the only paper company who can start products as of 500 kilograms runs and so on. That's why we have such a broad portfolio as well.
And limited editions are a big deal. Yeah. I think they're very attractive for people to know that something's limited. So.
Got a camera for Pope was really auctioned for millions.
6.5 million euros on auction, yes. And that camera was beautiful.
So tell me, Dany, which Pope, what was the story behind that?
Maybe you can tell it better.
That was a camera that was gifted to Pope Francis from Dr. Kaufman and his family. And we still actually sell that camera today, which I think is another kind of main heritage point that I'm sure you guys can also talk about them with your own brand. But that camera went on auction, and I actually got a chance to view the camera. It came to New York City during our century celebration, and at the time it was going to be on view, but unfortunately Pope Francis had just passed away. So out of deep respect, we put the camera back into its box and we put it away, that we didn't have it on view until we felt the timing was right. And so just 2 weeks ago, actually, we auctioned it off. So it was very cool, 6.5 million euros.
All for a good cause, right?
For a good cause. It was for charity.
Yes.
Charity. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful story.
It's a very good story.
Anything to add? Any wishes or any dreams for 2026 or anything in the pipeline? Otherwise,
there's lots in the pipeline. But yes,
can we bribe you? No. All right.
No, I think it's just a continuous improvement, continuous building on what has been built in the past. I think it's important. And I think if we can just build on what we've done, it's going to be a great success also moving forward.
I agree with you.
Thank you very much for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you for the opportunity for me to be on your show. I'm honored. I hope this is the beginning of many more.
Absolutely.
See what comes out of this. Very exciting. Who knows? Stay tuned. Thank you so much for having us. Thanks.
Thank you.